In an empty universe created by Zeno, the warriors are now approaching a large arena where the qualifying matches will take place for the great tournament of destruction. Upon arrival, the warriors face countless other fighters and manage to notice some familiar faces among them. Goku is proud and admired to see so many powerful people gathered in one place. Goku is proud and admired to see so many powerful people gathered in one place. In this moment, Goku says,
"Wow, there are incredible powerful beings here."
They also fear Jiren and Hit and several other warriors who will participate in the tournament. Sniffing around, suddenly Goku gets scared and screams,
"Holy crap, isn't that Frieza? What is he doing here?"
Gon also looks around and says, "I guess they didn't tell him we didn't invite him." At this moment, the Supreme Priest stands on the stage and begins to speak.
Ladies and gentlemen summoned, shortly we will begin the elimination phase of the great tournament of destruction.
Hey there, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire world of Dragon Ball. Let's get back to the point.
But before, we will explain how the battles will take place. I see that we have many warriors around here, approximately 600 fighters in search of glory, wanting to become a god of destruction. Then we will start with a royal battle, where everyone will fight at the same time, and the first 50 that are left will advance to the next phase. We will give a little while so that we can rest, and after that we will do another real battle, and there will be only 24 warriors left, who will have more time to recover their energies. And then we will start the fight 1 against 1 so that the best 12 will be chosen. The battles do not have a time limit. There are also no rules that the impression of killing your opponent is worth everything. Because if you are opponents, then you are not in a position to fight, or if you ask to leave, you will be disqualified and the fight ends. Oh, and there's one last important thing. All those who are defeated will be instantly extinguished, and that will be the rules of this elimination phase. I hope you appreciate the beginning of the great tournament of destruction.
All the people who are there are beginning to look worried, and in a tense atmosphere they will not be. And the High Priest calmly continues to say,
"Keep in mind that this phase of this tournament will be long and delayed. We have prepared some facilities to accommodate them, and whenever necessary, they will be able to stay in this place."
The Supreme Priest raises his hand, pointing to where the arched dwarves were located, and to one side it's possible to see a gigantic tower, with several rooms and gigantic windows. This tower is divided by floors. Each floor corresponds to where each universe should be, and then the Supreme Priest says,
"The first stage will start in 30 minutes. All warriors go to the tower so that you know your place, and we will meet again in 30 minutes.
At this moment, all the warriors, shaken by what they've just heard, head towards the tower. Universe 7 accommodations. Upon reaching the floor where the Universe 7 warriors would stay, Goku and the others notice that Frieza was right there. Goku approaches and says to Frieza, "What are you doing here, Frieza?" And then Frieza responds,
"I was summoned to participate in the tournament. After all, I was the most powerful being in the universe. And now, I have the chance to become the god of destruction. By chance you didn't think I'd stay out of this?"
Vegeta butts in, already saying, "You will never become a god, even if I have to kill you again, you insect. And apparently you don't get tired of being killed by the Saiyans." At this moment, a tense mood arises, and Frieza looks seriously at Vegeta and responds,
"Want to try, insect? I won't have to wait until the tournament starts. I will finish you right here and now."
And Vegeta starts grinding his teeth in rage. And Goku appears, interrupting them, saying,
"Calm down, guys. We'll settle this inside the arena for the time being and pretend we're friends. All right? Vegeta?"
"All right, Kakarot."
Fine by my terms.
Each floor of the tower was made up of countless rooms. each room named after the warrior or warriors who would settle there. They all reach a hallway where they notice several doors with their names written on them. Gohan finds his room, Piccolo finds his, and everyone else too. However, Vegeta's room would be between Goku's room and Frieza's room. As Vegeta approaches, he sees his name on the door, and when he looks at the side, he sees Goku, and when he looks on the other side, he sees the writing Frieza, the Emperor of Evil. And Frieza approaches at that moment and starts to laugh. Vegeta angrily looks at him and says, "What are you laughing at, you imbecile?" And Frieza replies,
Even here they recognize me as the Emperor of Evil. And on yours it says simply Vegeta. You weren't the little prince of that insignificant planet.
Vegeta is furious and Frieza is still laughing. Frieza opens the door to his room and simply slams the door in Vegeta's face. In a comical scene, Vegeta says, "I'll get him! I'll get him! I'll get him!" While Goku holds him with his clothes so he can calm down. And Goku keeps saying, "Come down, Vegeta! Come down, Vegeta!" A few minutes pass and we can observe Piccolo inside his room, where we can see a huge window facing the arena where you could see everything perfectly. Then Piccolo says, "This place is really amazing. They've thought of everything. They prepared a feast, bad TV, everything's here, so that we can feel comfortable. And all this while we use them for their own amusement." Meanwhile, on the other floors, we can see that each room adapts to the style of who will stay with it. We see Jiren's room where he was meditating, feeling a gentle breeze on his face. We can see Hit's room, which was a typical killer's room, obscure and gloomy, the way he just preferred. We see the room of each of the Saiyans from the Universe 6 who adapted to their personality. We can see that each warrior of each universe would feel extremely comfortable in their environment. And so the 30-minute pass and everyone is summoned back to the arena, where we see the High Priest Zeno-sama just waiting for the warriors to arrive. When everyone arrives, everyone bows to the great Zeno, and at that moment the Supreme Priest says, "Everyone head to the center of the arena." And Daishinkan instruct them to get ready. Everyone takes a stand. And the great priest says again, "Everyone knows the rules, so do your best. Try your hardest. And get started!" At this moment, Zeno is already ecstatic because we can see warriors fighting each other, explosions all over the place. We can then notice that the warriors of Universe 7 begin to dissipate, each one to one side. Without thinking twice, Vegeta goes after Frieza, who had already disappeared amidst the explosions, and then Vegeta is faced with an enemy that hits him with incredible force, knocking him to the ground. At this moment, the enemy approaches Vegeta slowly with the intention of exterminating him. But Gyabe quickly appears, hitting that being, causing it to be the first eliminated. When that being fell from the arena, it automatically disappears, thus having its existence erased. Kaba extends his hand to Vegeta and says, "Are you okay, Master?" Vegeta slaps Kaba's hand and orders, "Don't ever meddle with my fight again or I'll kill you!" Vegeta gets up and walks towards the post. But Vegeta stops and looks back out of the corner to his eyes and says, "You've grown so much, Kaba. I'm proud of you." Then he continues walking, and Kaba is very happy to receive a compliment from the Saiyan Prince. In another corner of the arena, we see Jiren with his arms crossed, just watching as an unknown being approaches and launches numerous attacks against him that doesn't even show a reaction. Jiren just raises his hand, striking lightly, his enemy flinging him away as if he were just an insect, and then with an opposing voice he says, "It's not you I want to fight." And then we see warriors being taken out quickly, and we see other battle ensue. We can notice 3 extremely dark warriors who did not part, and who easily defeated anyone who approached them. That way, without attracting attention, they just walked from one side to the other, eliminating all those who get in their way. These beings didn't say anything at all, they just watched them protect themselves. Zeno-sama could barely contain himself, for the great tournament of destruction has just begun, and several incredible battles have already taken place. To be continued. How will the end of this elimination stage be? Regardless of what it is, it's more than important that you already expose it here in the comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate.
Click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't miss any videos. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!